Howdy, howdy. This is card number 2. All you can see is my mess. So this will be card number 2. And it opens up as a side fold. It's short on the side. This will need to do a tiny bit of fussy cutting. I'm not sure if anybody's joining in. So let's open up. And show all the bits and pieces. So you have like a 3 1/4 by 4. You have a 1-inch strip, I believe. 3/4 inches, I guess. A little over 3/4 of an inch. This goes on the side. Then you have this piece here. We're going to use the lavender. This is the card that has 2 sentiments inside. I sent you happy birthday and popping up to say hi. So if you choose not to have you've been on my mind, you can utilize probably the popping up to say hi to cover it. I think it should, the popping up to say hi should be plenty big for everyone's card, just to cover that if you choose not to have you've been on my mind. So but this card, you have your choice of 2, either happy birthday or popping up to say hi. You have your mushroom tops. These are stamped and punched out. You have this mushroom stump, and then this one, which is what we will cut out. You have 3 little flat gems. You have a piece of designer series paper. It's double-sided, but we're going to use this side. You have this piece that's stamped with the little mushrooms, and then this piece here, and we're just going to glue that on the inside, and it fits just inside the stitching. You have your card base and your envelope. So let's go ahead and just start gluing our pieces together. So we can go ahead and glue this inside our little scalloped piece. Now this is double-sided cardstock, 2-tone, dark and light. I die cut this out so it's the light side showing. But I have the dark behind my paper here, just to give it a little bit of contrast, but you can't really tell it's the darker side because of the designer series paper. So either side will work. So we're going to set that aside. we'll go ahead and you choose which side you want to glue down. So let's glue this piece to the pink. And you're gonna get just a tiny little border all the way around. Like a 1/16 of an inch, maybe. So just take your time placing it. It's just easier to glue this down first than the other piece to the card. So when you have this glued down, we're going to glue that to the front of our card, which is on the short side. Again, it's a side opening card. And you're not going to have much of a border. So I just found it easier to open up my card. Try to line up the top and the side to kind of help place it. And then when you have it where you want it, go ahead and press down so it gets it all stick. Okay. We're going to go ahead and glue this paper to our little strip. Just you have a little bit more of an edge, not much, than you did on this piece here, but pretty darn close. That's just because of the measurements. Okay. And then this, we're going to glue down to the naked side of our card. And I found it easier to open up my card and kind of eyeball the sides, the top and the bottom, and try to get your side as close to the same border as you can. Again, this is a little bit off as far as close as this is because of the size that I had to cut it. So it should look like this. You still have a little bit of a border in between. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and set our card aside and start assembling this piece, because this piece gets popped up. And let's go ahead and cut out our little mushroom hump, or stump I should say. I tried to cut it pretty darn close to the edge, only because there's no white border on this other mushroom stump because it was cut out from the punch. So just to make it look cohesive. when you have that cut out, we're going to glue it to the top, your mushroom top here. Just put a little bit of glue here in the middle. Add a little stump, hump, hump. Now this is going to glue down straight to your card base here, or your, so kind of figure out where you want to place it. I have the side hanging off because it just adds a little bit of interest, right? Just a little bit of glue. Like so. We're going to glue the other stump to the center of this one. And this one is going to get popped up. So I used the mini dimensional on the bottom here. You can just cut down a little tiny piece if you don't have these. Now the mini dimensional will fit here. You just have to line it up just perfectly. So I just found it easier just to trim it, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to get covered. Okay. And you're just going to place it how you want it to look. And now you're gonna pick which sentiment you want. If you want it to be popping up to say hi or happy birthday. I think I'm just gonna leave this one to say happy birthday. So to do your flag ends here, you're just gonna cut up the middle and then come from the side to the center. Like so. You're going to do that on each end, and you're going to try to make sure you have the same distance from your tip, or the tip of your banner cut to your greeting. Like so. And then you're going to put dimensionals, which I found. Kind of have an idea where you want to place it here, right, on your mushrooms. But I found it easier just to put the dimensionals down on this, so I didn't overhang on the side here. And just going to line it up like so. And then this piece gets popped up. also. If you don't want to pop it up, you can just glue it straight down. You're going to bring your card in, your card base, and you're just going to center it in your card here, but try to make it the same amount of distance from top and bottom and the left side. And it's going to line up to this edge here. So maybe if you open it, it's easier to see how to place it. And then press down. I have some people watching, and I don't see anybody. I don't know who it is. For some reason, it's not telling me. Now you're going to just take your little embellishments here, little shimmery sparkles, and I place them on the white around the mushrooms. Now obviously I didn't leave myself enough space there, so I'm just going to put it there. And that completes card number 2. And if you, whatever sentiment you don't want, just put it aside and keep it for something else you create, or toss it. So those are card number 2. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you have any questions, send me a message, text me, and I will answer any questions you have. And I'm going to go ahead and stop and go to card number 3.